Hey, this is Peter. This is Stacia. You want to say your own name? Okay.
Stacia.
Great job. Uptown swing, intermediate lesson number 2. Here is the recap. We started out with a little sequence. We wanted to get you guys to work on phrasing a little bit. Started out with the swing out. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Little turn. 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Peck, peck, peck. Stop off. Move out. And into the points, points, point, point, point. And you can repeat it. Maybe got a little close to you there, but you get the idea, all right? What we found out is that the hard thing wasn't really getting the moves done, it was not crashing into everybody. And so I think what that sort of showed me, and when we're watching you guys, we could really see that there wasn't a control of how you guys do the moves so much. The moves were working, the what was working, but the how wasn't working. And I think getting some control over where you put the things as a leader and as a follower, being put in a precise place is really, really helpful. So one thing we worked on very explicitly was the swing out and trying to get this building of tension, a constant feeling in the swing out. And I think that's something that is very tricky to do when you don't get a lot of practice at it. When you just think of moves, you think you're there, you're here, you're there, and you just think about the points. And you want to think about everything in between those points, having one long fluid feeling. And we talked about the idea of these tubs. I got a tub full of energy over here, and I got a tub full of energy over here. Only one can be full at a time, so this one drains out, and this one fills up, and then it goes right back to this one. So when you swing out, the energy's full over here, it drains from one side to this side. Now this one's full. I send it around, it drains back into this side, but it's a gradual thing. There's only so much water, which is the energy in our dance here. So, we were working specifically on 6. Trying to connect with our partners on 6, not by doing something, but just by being present there in the connection a little bit. So, holding my arm to myself, holding her arm to herself, feeling on 6, that the feeling begins to build. It's not at maximum buildup, but it begins to build. 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. We feel it and it builds, and then I turn it around. So we take a long time managing that turnaround. Followers really pay attention to that, and leaders, when you give them something, an anchor, where they feel like they're going to be held, they will continue more, not less, actually. And followers have to practice feeling this feeling of being caught and not stopping automatically, but going through that feeling a little bit to the end point until you're compelled to turn back around. Then what we sort of put that into context with is just some floor craft, going 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and saying like I drop my body down and I stop moving, so without being rigid up top, I can have a really sort of one-to-one immediate reaction from my follower when you need it. And when we tried that other sequence of stuff, you guys needed it. So get that practice a little bit. I think it's really good to think about dancing all the way through. Leaders can do that by really connecting with 6 and followers. You got to think you're the line that connects the dots all the time, right? So on a normal swing out, don't think about the positions, think about the directions. The directions have no end point, and you just keep cruising until you're compelled to turn around, okay? I think that's it. There's no class next week. Thank you guys very much, and we will see you in a couple weeks.